We're seeing these diseases so much sooner than we used to. Given this growth in the obesity epidemic, I think we're only going to see more of it. So I do think it's such an important topic to kind of dive into more. Understanding that even though BMI is a tool, it's not gold standard for health. I think it's important to look at all the risk factors, understanding that health can be at different weights too. But a lot of these diseases do run together. And so I think we have to start looking at that common denominator and really looking at all of the risk factors to optimize your patient's health.
I think time and getting them back frequently, especially after their first visit as a new patient, you get as much history as you can, but you also set them up for as much wellness care and screening as you can at that same visit. And you bring them back often. You spend the time with them. You get to know them. You find out more and more at each visit. And that's how we can help at our best, is time, which is a rare commodity.
And so you get that A1C and you find out it's greater than 10. And it's so much harder to reel in a disease that's already so out of control as opposed to that preventative piece. So I think we need to be looking very early, and we're not going to see those patients really early with symptoms. And so it's really so important to identify patients with your preventative tools, with your physical exams, with your health histories, making sure that you're getting them in for their annual physicals, for their routine, laboratory testing, checking their blood pressure, seeing it as it's trending, seeing as any kind of vital sign shifts, and it's catching those things early.
You're able to connect the dots, but you need all the information to do that. So again, even tying back to that importance of history taking. Now, evidence continues to expand in regards to the interrelationship of cardiometabolic conditions that I spoke about before, CVD, type 2 diabetes, chronic kidney disease, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease.
And, that's where frequent follow-up comes into play too. When you have somebody that you're newly concerned with, you do have to bring that to light. And, they aren't happening in isolation. Knowing a family and taking care of a family, well, you can start identifying stuff in those kids right off the bat, which is another helpful tool because it's happening with our young people now. Obesity is really starting in, preschool kids.